Support for this podcast comes from St. Alphonsus Sports Medicine, offering services for sports injury and recovery, with physicians and athletic trainers who provide treatment for fractures, dislocations, sprains, strains, and other sports-related issues. More information on services at stalphonsus.org. So you can't see this, but hopefully you can hear it. Behind every Boise State Public Radio podcast is a team working hard to bring you stories that matter. So if you value podcasts like this one, please support them. Hit donate at boisestatepublicradio.org. Thanks.
This is The Connector, Idaho Daily News from Boise State Public Radio. Happy Friday. I'm Troy Oppie. Today's headlines: Boise Police say they apprehended a suspected shooter in downtown. The Idaho company best known for its instant mashed potatoes is closing its Rupert potato plant. A Boise State golfer gets her name in the school's history books. And lots to do this weekend, from more sheep watching and the commissioning of the USS Idaho. In the wake of a lawsuit filed against one of its commissioners, Boise County is asking the state attorney general for help investigating several other allegations against its own officials. Julie Luqueta has more.
The accusations include that county officials interfered in a law enforcement investigation, violated open meeting laws, engaged in electioneering, and misused public funds. It's unclear who is making these allegations and which Boise County officials they allegedly implicate. This comes a week after media reported on a lawsuit accusing Boise County Commissioner Daryl Lindy Lindstrom of stabbing a minor last summer during a Riverside altercation. That civil case alleges Lindstrom and two other defendants aggressively confronted a family on the Payette River following a verbal disagreement. The plaintiffs, a mother and her two children, say the commissioner threatened their lives and assaulted the teen girl, who needed emergency medical treatment for stab wounds. After reporting the events to the sheriff's office, the lawsuit alleges the family faced, quote, delays and stalls from the Boise County authorities. This week, the county handed off the investigation into that incident to the Gem County Prosecuting Attorney's Office to avoid a conflict of interest. Julie Luqueta, Boise State Public Radio News.
Boise Police say they apprehended a man suspected in an early morning shooting Wednesday near 15th and Main in West Downtown. Police in a news release say they found an adult male with serious but not life-threatening injuries while responding to a report of shots fired around 2:15 a.m. Wednesday. Investigators later identified 30-year-old Ryan Norton Putnam as the suspect. He was taken into custody in a nearby alley about 12 hours later and is charged with felony aggravated battery. Police say the suspect and victim were involved in a dispute prior to the shooting. Police are looking for two people seen on surveillance video who appear to have witnessed the shooting. They're asked to call Boise Police. Two people who investigators say harassed, intimidated, stalked, and threatened to kill people from their former church have been found guilty by a jury. The Ada County Prosecutor's Office reported the verdict delivered yesterday against Jonathan and Jolene Harms. They represented themselves at trial. The Harms, after a period of escalating and aggressive conduct against leadership and members of their former church, published a 277-page document that included a kill list. It was distributed to social media and by email to thousands of people. It directly called for the killing of several people, including police officers and judges. It listed addresses. 20 victims named in the document obtained civil protection orders, but the Harms continued to contact those people and further post the kill list. Those victims testified at trial. The Harms were found guilty on 122 total counts and each face up to 200 years in prison, according to the prosecutor's office. They'll be sentenced at a later date. Following multiple unsuccessful attempts to appoint a new mayor, the city of Nampa's council president and acting mayor David Bills says the search will pause until June 8th. In a statement yesterday, Bills said the search to fill the office held by Rick Hogeboom until his surprise passing last month is an important moment for the city and deserved time and respect to get it right. The council did reserve the right to discuss a mayoral appointment in a public meeting prior to June 8th, but Bills wrote that public notice would be provided if that were to happen. The city has established a webpage with information and answers to frequently asked questions about the process. It's online at cityofnampa.us. The Idaho company, best known for its instant mashed potato product, will close its Rupert potato processing plant and lay off 61 people. The Idaho Statesman reports Idahoan Foods notified the state's Department of Labor of the closure this week, saying it made the decision based on, quote, production network optimization based on long-term demand forecasts and business considerations, unquote. That's according to a letter obtained by the Statesman. Employees have been notified their jobs will end no sooner than June 26th, and they'll have the opportunity to apply for open positions elsewhere in the company, but transfers are not guaranteed. Idahoan Foods is based in Idaho Falls. The nuclear submarine USS Idaho will be commissioned tomorrow in Connecticut. The sub, which features acoustic stealth technology from an Idaho company, will be home once deployed to about 135 officers and enlisted personnel at a construction cost of $2.6 billion. It has anti-sub defenses, mine detecting and clearing capabilities, and both torpedoes and submarine-to-air Tomahawk missiles on board. The commissioning ceremony begins at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. It will be streamed online. There are also watch parties scheduled in North Idaho. None, though, are south of Grangeville. The stream and more info is online at ussidahocommittee.org. If you have expired or unneeded prescription medication floating around your medicine cabinet, authorities want you to bring those for safe disposal to a prescription drug take-back event near you tomorrow. On National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, drop-off locations will pop up in many communities, including at Boise's City Hall West, off Emerald, west of Maple Grove, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Drop-off locations will also be at the Fred Meyer in Twin Falls, the M&W Market in Filer, Gooding's Walker Center, and Town Center West in Haley, all from 10 to 2 tomorrow. Many police stations and pharmacies can also take unwanted prescription drugs for proper disposal year-round. Leftover drugs can be dangerous if left in medicine cabinets, thrown away, or flushed into local water systems. Quite a few sports notes on your Friday morning. We start in Pittsburgh, where for the second straight year, a former Idaho high school football star was taken in the first round of the NFL draft. Last year, it was Colston Loveland, who played in Gooding. He got taken by the Chicago Bears. And last night in Pittsburgh, Skyline High's Kenyon Sadiq was taken 16th overall by the New York Jets. He played at Skyline, advanced to the University of Oregon, and declared for the NFL after his junior season. Boise State's spring football game is tomorrow afternoon. Practice will start at 1:30 p.m. There are other football events happening all day long at Albertson Stadium. Attendance is free. For the fourth straight season, Boise State men's tennis will play for a Mountain West championship. The number 3-seeded men beat 2-seed San Diego State yesterday in straight sets, and they'll take on top seed Utah State today at 6 p.m. for the title. The Boise State women are defending Mountain West champs. The second seed Broncos are in the semifinals today, taking on third seed UNLV at noon. The tennis championship tournaments are being played in Las Vegas. And a conference championship earned yesterday by Boise State golfer Leah Chung. She fired a 5-under for the tournament at California's Mission Hills Country Club to take the women's Mountain West individual title. Chung is just the second Boise State women's golfer in school history to win an individual conference title. She joins 1993 Big Sky champ Shauna Sieber in the Bronco history books. And the Idaho Steelheads dropped Game 1 of the divisional semifinal playoff series Thursday, losing 5-1 to the Allen Americans. The two teams will meet again tonight in Texas. Allen has home ice in the series. Games 3 and 4, and if necessary, Game 5 will be here in Boise starting on Sunday. And finally, this morning, a record number of onlookers gathered last Saturday along Highway 55 in Eagle to see thousands of sheep cross the road, migrating to summer grazing grounds through the Boise foothills. If you weren't there, you haven't missed out. It takes several herds for rancher Frank Schertz to get the whole flock where it's going. Tomorrow morning, more sheep. The crossing will happen around 9 a.m. with about 2,500 animals. Don't be late, though. It happens pretty quick once they get there. And if you can't go but want to relive the scene from last Saturday, check out our Instagram page for some great sound and video. Search Boise State Public Radio on Insta. That is your connector for this Friday. Hope you have a great weekend planned. I'm Troy Oppie. We'll be back with you again on Monday.
You know, every day on Up First, NPR's Golden Globe-nominated morning news podcast, we bring you 3 essential stories. At the heart of each story are questions. What really happened? What really mattered? what happens next. At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious and to follow the facts. Follow Up First wherever you get your podcasts and start your day knowing what matters and why.